or how many days it's been on the market?
Let me see. Did you get a chance to watch the
Years, right? So I was in a
Deal
place.
Sniper 101 playlist?
I don't think so. I seen the first introduction, like how to use it.
Gotcha. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me put that in the in-call meeting for you guys. So essentially, there's an SOP video. It's actually, let me just put that in there because that's probably what you need.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an SOP video, our standard operating procedure for on-market creative deals. If you check the in-call messages, there is a link right there, and that link will take you to that video. And then I'm also going to put, because it doesn't seem like you've seen it yet, let me get you the link for the Deal Sniper 101 playlist. That'll actually answer probably like 95% of any questions you'll have about how to use Deal Sniper and everything that's involved with it.
All right.
All right, and there is that one.
Okay.
So I definitely recommend watching the first one first because that'll break down which market you're supposed to be in, what are our rules for down payment, cash on cash return, things like that, how to pick a market. That would be in the, nope, that's in the quickies playlist. I might as well give you guys that one too.
Okay.
Deal Sniper quickies, there you are. All right, so that playlist will answer very specific questions on a macro level. So it'll give you a very broad answer, 99% of the time, this is what you need to do kind of stuff. And then anytime you have something that maybe doesn't fit the mold, you can either drop it in the main chat or bring it to the live. I do these every day. So anytime you guys need help, I'm in here.
All right.
Leslie,
Sounds good.
what's going on, man?
Hey,
You got a question, dude? Yeah, we can. Let's do it. What do you need? Leslie, can you hear me? No, you just muted yourself. There you go.
you got me now?
Yep. What's up, dude?
Man, I got a deal that actually two deals, two agents sent to me. And
Nice.
I don't one of them I don't know how to deal with it because it's like it's a small apartment complex.
Okay.
It's a 6 unit. I think I send you the
Did you text me
address.
the address?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of deal is it? Is it creative? Is it cash?
It's up to us. The agent is set the agent tell me he talked to the owner. The owner is look like somebody who's getting, both of them are the same way. It's look like somebody who's getting out of the business or who want to wait, I don't know.
Gotcha.
But
okay. So it'll be up to us to build the offer.
this one is a 6 unit, 1 bedroom. If you check the address, I think there's some picture to go with it.
Okay. Is this one on market?
No, I think she find it from Zillow and she called the owner.
Oh, so this is a daisy chain?
No. The agent, I used to contact agent, and then Friday she just called me. After a while, she didn't call me. I didn't hear from her, and then Friday she called me. She said, "Oh, I have this property here. Would you like to take a look at it?" I
Oh,
said,
so it's just
"Okay."
an agent referral.
Yeah, agent referral.
Nice.
And I tell her what I need from her, and she sent me the pictures and stuff. She tell me the property don't have a mortgage,
Okay.
but
So
what
it'll be
I'm
a
looking at
no.
from the picture I'm looking at, it look like there is a lot of repairs need. So I would like you to help me with this and see how I can, take it down or wholesaling for what I can.
All right, give me 1 second. Now this is being recorded and you don't have this under contract yet, so I am not going to
Yeah.
put the address on the screen, but give me 1 second. I know this is going to be like riveting TV for you guys, but I'm going to take a look at this and Just see how bad the rehab is. And you said they're open to either cash or creative. We just need to present them with an offer.
You just need to present them with an offer. That's why I was thinking about going cash first, because he's looking to get some money out.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, cash isn't going to work. This one's definitely active on market right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's been on market for 215 days, and they're asking $500,000 or 495. All right, so it's going to have to be a creative. I mean, we can give them a cash. We can give them a cash offer, but they're not going to like it. It's going to be like $250,000.
Well, that was my plan. Make a cash offer, and then if depending on what you said, we can turn around and make a creative offer.
Yeah. Let's do. I don't want to go that high. Let's do $35,000 down.
Because I put it on Jill machine.
Uh-huh.
They tell me, but I put the repair at 60,000, and the Jill machine say to offer them 260.
Right. Yeah, that sounds right. Okay. Let's see. What are we doing? Oh yeah. So that's going to be 460. Okay. What is each unit renting for right now? Do you know?
No, I don't know. I think he's been vacant too. So
Oh, it's vacant?
Yeah, he's vacant.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me pick something else. I gotta see what this thing went for. And you said they're all 1 bedroom, 1 bath, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and there's 6 of them or 5? Because this is showing a 10 bedroom.
And what she sent me 6.
Okay, so 6 bedrooms. Let's see. Oh. Oh, 1 bedroom. Okay, so it looks like. What about apartment? One bedroom apartment. Okay, so it looks like I'm getting about $1,000, between $900 and $1,000. So let's go. We'll go. I'm gonna go low end. I'm gonna go low end, and I'll just do the 900. So that'll be what, $5,400? Yeah. And then it's listed, so we'll probably have to account for the real estate agent's commission. Do you have the taxes and the insurance?
I don't have anything yet. Because
Okay.
the agent who sent it to me is in contact with the other the owner. And if you said listing, probably she's talking to the other real estate agent too. So she's supposed to call me tomorrow. We're supposed to have a meeting tomorrow for me to tell her how we're gonna take it down. Because I tell her it's gonna be a wholesale. So
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So the tax history doesn't exist on this website. 1 second. Let's see if it's on Realtor. Yeah, this was just actually they just did a price drop on this thing. $55,000. All right, I'm just looking up the tax history right now. $3,682. Oh, look at that, almost close. And then for this, I'll do like 15 for now as a placeholder. And then we can give them, if it's bringing in 54, it's vacant, completely vacant right now?
yeah, it's completely vacant.
Man, look at this guy, 1,500. Okay, yeah, give him that. Give them a purchase price. I have it as a purchase price of $495,000, $35,000 down, and $1,000 a month. and your max, because that's bringing in quite a bit. I mean, this is a good one, but I think the max we can do is probably 2450. Oh, no, we can do more than that. 2750. 33 grand. I definitely don't want you to go this high. I'm just doing this out of curiosity. Yeah, you can go all the way up to, I mean, they wouldn't buy it. Not if it could, they're not going to give up that much. But if you can get this thing for like $2,000 a month or less, that's a phenomenal deal.
Okay.
And let them know that the reason why we're coming in at 35,000, and you're pretty much you're tapped out right there. You're not going to go any higher than 35,000. I mean, technically, you could go to like 40 grand. I mean, look, realistically, you can go to 50. But if it needs that much work, as a matter of fact, I didn't even look at the photos. Hold on.
Well, because I was thinking, because the property is close to me, it's about 15 minutes from me. I was gonna go and take a look at it.
You know what? That bathroom's gonna be a problem if that's black mold above the shower.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna go look.
Yeah, if that's black mold, that's gonna be a little bit of an issue. I mean, look, the place is rough. Like, yeah, this green, but yeah, that needs okay. And then what's the square footage of this thing? It's like 9,500, isn't it? Yeah, it is. 9,500. It doesn't need that much, but what it does need is it's a lot. So 9,500. Yeah. Like it needs a ceiling, it needs drywall. Drywall's kind of expensive, and 2 of the units needs flooring, and that black mold is an unknown. Plus, we don't know if the electrical.
That's why I put the repair at 60. You think that's a good number?
I mean,
ballpark.
It probably should be closer to 75,000.
For the repair?
Yeah, but listen, that would be 75,000 on the high end. And for those of you that are new or don't know, when there's a difference between a rehab for a flip versus a buy and hold. When you're doing a flip, for those of you that are just getting into wholesaling, hopefully you know what ARV is. ARV stands for after repair value. That means that when the investor goes to sell it, they want that number. Whatever you told them the ARV is, they're going to want that. So because of that, they're going to put in the top of the line shit in that house so they can get that number. It is damn near the opposite when you're talking about a buy and hold, a rental. And the reason being is not that the investor is a slumlord. That's not what it is. I have rentals, and my rentals are really, really nice, but I am not going to put top of the line stuff in my rentals because at some point I'm going to have to turn it over, meaning whoever's living there is going to move out. And even if they're good tenants, I'm still going to have to paint. I'm still going to have to change the floors. I'm still going to have to change the fixtures. I'm still going to have to probably update the kitchen and the bathroom, depending on how long they stay in there. So if I know I'm going to have to rehab this place regardless, I'm not putting the top of the line stuff in there. I'm going to put in nice stuff, but stuff that's more cost effective. It's kind of made to be beat up. I'm not going to put $1,000 shower in there. I'm going to put a $300 shower in there. I'm not going to spend $5,000 on the kitchen. I'm going to spend like $2,000 on the kitchen. You know what I mean? So and this is absolutely going to be a buy and hold, Leslie, because of how many units it is. Like this is this has potential for a good deal.
Shawn, can we talk about it after the training?
Oh yeah, if you want to.
Get another one after the training, because I would like you to look at the second one for me too.
Like the like you want me to look at the pictures and everything?
No, I have a second one.
Well, we can run it. We can run it right now, or do you need to give me the address? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I mean, you can if you want. It's entirely however you want to do it. You want to do it after this, so it's not online. That's fine.
No, I mean, I know you're doing the training, and there are probably some new people in there who might be lost on the translation.
Yeah, so just so you guys know,
after you finish the training, we can sit down and really pen it down.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, just hit me up after, or just once everyone jumps off, just stay on.
Okay.
And then for those of you that are new to my trainings or the Discord, I'm in here until you guys don't need me. So as long as there's questions, I don't care if this takes 2 hours, 3 hours, it doesn't matter. I just want to make sure that everyone gets the answers that they need. Tim, what's up, dude? Oh, hold on one second, Tim. Leslie,
Yeah.
you have these numbers for this deal.
Yeah. Oh, for this deal, I didn't write all the numbers out.
You want to take a screenshot real quick or write them down? It's a 495.
Actually, in my computer, it's so small. I'm gonna have to get out of the system and go straight to my page to be able to. Yeah, it's so small.
Can you see it now?
Hold on. Let me see if I can take a screenshot and.
I mean, I'll remember the numbers, so it's not like if I have to give it to you again, it's fine.
Okay, I take a screenshot of it when we get back to it.
Okay, cool. All right, Tim, what can I do for you, man?
Hey, man, I just sent you an address in your DMs. I wanted to see if there was any possibility. I think I tried to do a sub 2 and a hybrid because there's a mortgage on it. I can't get it to cash flow. I don't know if it's just me. If you wanted to take a look.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't need the address. I just need the number. So it's going to be a hybrid?
Yeah. So PropStream said there was a mortgage. I told the agent, and I don't have any kind of like mortgage statement or anything. But yeah, so I just pulled up some stuff.
Do you have the what the monthly payment is on the balance?
Let's see. PropStream shows estimated loan payment of $1,693. There's a balance of $299.
That's $1,693 though. That's just P&I, right?
Yeah, PropStream. Yeah, that number I believe is just P&I.
All right. What are they selling it for originally?
Let's see. The listing shows 270.
Okay. And what is the mortgage balance?
299.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't. So maybe PropStream's data is off. Let me see. Let me put this. See, that's the thing. I just don't have the current mortgage statement to confirm that balance and
We can
payment.
always check with the real estate agent.
Yeah, they haven't gotten back to me yet.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I always, I mean, don't get me wrong, PropStream, Batch Lead, PropWire, they're for the most part, they're pretty decent, but
yeah,
I like to get it directly from the source.
Yep.
So I kind of need that, but that mortgage balance versus what they're asking, that doesn't make any sense.
No. Yeah.
That means that even if they sold their house, they have to come to the closing table with at least 20 grand plus closing costs.
Right. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot more than that. Yeah. So okay. Yeah. Once I get maybe
I can underwrite it. I need those numbers in order to do it.
Yeah, and I don't know if going off of that, you know, the payment's super high. Number one, I haven't seen it be $1,693 for just P&I.
Well, that depends on what they bought it for originally. How long have they owned it? Do you know?
So that loan amount was for 315. So I mean, that's not.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That question, yeah.
What's their interest rate? Like six something? 6 point.
That doesn't. It doesn't show on here. Normally, it does. The interest rate shows on PropStream, but that column is blank. It's an FHA loan, and it was back in 2022. So I mean, maybe 4 to 5.
Well, let's see. Okay, so if it's an FHA loan, for those of you guys that want to follow along, you got the deal machine calculator is awesome. However, if you're one of those people that works from your phone, go to your Play Store, or I don't know what the Apple one is called, iTunes, I don't know, whatever it is. You type in Carl with a K mortgage calculator. It's a free app, and that's what I use anytime I need to figure out numbers on the fly. So if anyone wants to follow along, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to put in a $315,000 purchase price. The down payment for an FHA loan is 3.5%. That's $11,025. And then if I put 4.25% interest rate, I'm just guessing at this point because I don't know what it is. Yeah, that gives me a $1,500 principal and interest payment.
Yeah, so it's about right, 1693. So
it's
yeah,
it's 5%.
Yeah. So when I put that in, I couldn't get a sub 2 or a hybrid to work.
What'll it rent for? How much?
The rent for 1 sec. I had all this pulled up earlier.
It's all good.
So
Yeah.
Timothy, don't you have a contract going out? You have a contract going out, I think, tomorrow. For my
you're
team.
kidding. It's not one that you told me about.
No. This is one from I think they got a hold of the guy on Saturday, and then I believe the closing call's tomorrow.
Get out of here.
Yeah, my team's the shit, dude.
Give me an update after the call, man.
Yeah,
send me
no.
some
I'm
more
gonna.
details.
I gotta help Leslie, and then let me double check with them tomorrow. Let me confirm that it's actually gonna, the contract's actually gonna go out. But however,
Right.
that was the last thing I heard Sunday night.
Gotcha.
That it should be tomorrow afternoon, like around 5-ish when the guy gets off work.
Sweet. Yeah, and I was trying to make that property in Alabama, Lynn. Remember that piece of shit
Oh
house?
yeah.
So yeah, she was like, "Let me get back with him. He's thinking about countering." I offered her 10, so I'm trying to stick around 10 just so we can get some kind of money.
Yeah. That one, unfortunately, just because of the situation, you're probably not going to make 10 grand on that one, but we could probably make 5 to 7.
Right, that's what I was expecting. It's like if I can get it for 10, worst case 12, there's 5K there, so it's something, right?
Exactly.
We'll see if we can get it worth.
I don't know who the hell would throw their nose up at 5 grand, but not us.
No, sir. All right, so back on track. It would rent for rental meter on average says 2284, but median is 1998. So I would say maybe 2000.
Then that's why. Yeah, because so let's do it this way. Let's do it just as a sub 2. If it's, what was the balance? 270?
299.
Oh, that's right. They were selling it for 270.
Right. That's what's weird. Yeah.
Wait a minute. They bought the house in 2022 and they've only paid off 15,000.
I know.
That sums off on there. Okay, but it doesn't matter. So let's say it is the 1639, right? That was what you said?
1693.
Oh shit. Yeah, it's just getting worse. I need to stop asking you to correct me.
I know. That's why I was like, maybe it isn't just me, but I was trying to run the numbers. I was like, there's no way. Like nothing worked.
So even if it is 2 grand, look, the rule of thumb goes for everybody, 99.9% of the time, if you want to know immediately if a deal is going to work or not, you look at what it costs to own it versus what it'll bring in. And typically this needs to be about 40% more.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Than so if I go to sub 2, even like I know this isn't the right payment and
it's not even PITI. We didn't include taxes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So even at you're at this, they would be making $84 a year.
Damn.
So and listen, that's not anything. That's not the realtor's fault. It's not the seller's fault. It's just that area won't rent for what it needs to rent for. It would need to rent for 32, probably 2,900 at a minimum.
Wow.
Oh no, hold on.
It's in Universal City, Texas. I don't know. I'm not familiar with the area, but
the only other way that you could see if this will work is did you run it as a short term?
Yeah, short term. Let me see. AirDNA had it at hold on.
There we go. That's what was throwing it off.
So it's 40,000 projected revenue for the year. So that's 40. That's 33.
That'll work.
Yeah, that's a short term rental.
So all you got to do is find a short term rental buyer.
Well, I was doing it when I went to. Oh, go ahead. I left all those values for the short term expenses, like at the kind of maximum, which you haven't.
Yeah, I usually do. I usually max it out because I want to see what it's going to be worst case scenario.
Right.
Worst case, even at 3,300, it's close. Yeah. I mean, but you're off by like $276.
Oh, but remember, we didn't include taxes and insurance.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like this one's tight. This one's real tight.
Yeah, that sucks. All right, well, on to the next one.
Yeah, plus that mortgage. Now, I would still find out because we're assuming this is the mortgage balance, and we're assuming this is the interest rate. We're also assuming that this isn't the full payment. I think it's not the full payment, but you should still verify. It can't hurt, especially if you think it's already dead. Just verify the numbers and rerun them.
Yeah. Okay. We'll do. Yeah. Still waiting on the realtor.
Trust yourself a little bit better. Just because the numbers come out wrong doesn't mean you ran them wrong.
Yeah. All right. Just like to double check. Always want to make
That's all
sure.
good. It's all good.
Yeah. I think I got another one, but somebody else, Michael can go ahead in front of me.
Okay. Mike, what's up?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What can I do for you?
Okay. I had got this deal the other day. Well, young lady counted me the other day. She on Deal Sniper, they was asking 249.9.
They're asking 249.9, and this is a creative finance. Well, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
this is a seller finance.
Yeah, seller, but but when she counted me back, I asked her did it was it the mortgage on. She's like, yeah. So she sent me the mortgage information.
Oh, so it's gonna be a hybrid.
So it's gonna a hybrid or sub two.
Well, that depends. How much are they selling it for? 250.
Yeah, 250.
What's the mortgage balance?
153. Let me pull it.
Yeah, that's gonna be a hybrid.
Okay.
And here's why. And this is very important. There is a video on this on my channel, but fuck it, you guys are here, so I'll just tell you. When you guys are trying to determine if something is going to be a hybrid or a sub two, remember the SOPs from the first video. The most that we can give someone on a creative deal max is 10% down, 10% of the purchase price. So if the difference between how much they owe and how much they want to sell it for is more than that 10% that we could give them, then it's going to be a hybrid.
Gotcha.
All right. So now that we know it's going to be a hybrid, what's the mortgage balance?
153, 145, 64.
All right. And what's the monthly mortgage payment?
1437.65.
And is that including taxes and insurance?
Yes.
Awesome.
Interest rate is 4.25.
That's not bad either. Okay. So far we're looking good. How much are you giving them as a down payment?
Since I did at a sub two, I did 15.
15,000?
Yeah.
Okay. And then they listed it for 250.
Yes.
Okay. And then you're giving them $15,000 now. So then that would leave $82,000 as the seller finance amount. Does anyone have a question on how I just figured out the seller finance amount? Doesn't matter. I'm just going to tell you. So check this out. If you want to figure out on a hybrid what the seller finance amount is that right? 250? Yeah. If you want to figure out what the seller finance amount is on a hybrid deal, you take the amount that they're listing it for, the actual purchase price, you subtract the mortgage balance, then you subtract the down payment. Whatever's left is the seller finance amount. That's their equity. So right now, they have about they have $97,000 worth of equity. When we're doing a subject to, they're not getting any of their equity. We're taking over the mortgage payments. They're getting a little bit of money at closing. They walk away. They're not getting the equity. On a seller finance, that's all they're getting is equity because they don't owe anything. So every dollar that they get from us, from the down payment all the way to the monthly payments, the balloon payment, that's all their equity. A hybrid is a combination of the two. They have equity and they want it, so it's not a sub two. So we're going to take over the mortgage. We're going to give them a down payment, and then this is what we're going to be paying the monthly payments on so they can get their equity. Anybody not understand what I just explained? That's important.
Can we do that again, Shane? Because
Yes.
I wasn't.
Yeah, we can do that again. Let me make this bigger real quick.
Thank you.
Okay. So when you're trying to figure out how much their seller finance is, what their equity is, all you do is you take however much they're selling the house for, you subtract whatever their mortgage balance is, then you subtract the down payment that you're going to give them.
Okay.
Whatever's left is the seller finance amount, which is also their equity. That's a hybrid means, yeah, you can take over our mortgage, but I've got $97,000 worth of equity. I need that. So it's like, okay, we'll give it to you. We're just going to give it to you over time. It's the exact same thing with a seller finance deal. It's all equity. On this deal, let me change this really quick because that doesn't make sense. So on this deal, this $250,000 purchase price, all that is equity for them because they don't have a mortgage. They don't owe anybody any money. So what we're doing essentially is we're giving them money at closing. Again, it's still a chunk of equity that we're giving them. And then we're giving them monthly payments to pay off the rest of the equity. We're doing the exact same thing with a hybrid. Only difference is we're taking over the mortgage payment. We're giving them a chunk, just like over here. But instead of them just walking away like a sub two, we're giving them monthly payments on this equity, just like we're doing on a seller finance deal. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I got that. So I was just writing a formula down so that I could keep in track. So you said you take the seller price of the home plus the mortgage. I mean, minus the mortgage, minus the down payment, and
Yep.
that's your seller finance.
Whatever's left is the seller finance amount.
Okay.
So would that be so when you go to the Nova,
The hybrid tab?
the hybrid, yes. So
Oh, we haven't filled this part out yet, but go ahead.
right. That's what I was gonna say. How we so we just fill that in.
Yeah.
So we do the
What was it? What's the monthly payment? $14.37.
37.
Okay. So we put in $14.37. What did this place rent for? Because we left that out.
Okay. Let me go back to Deal Sniper. 1854.
All right. Now, well, it doesn't matter. We'll just show you guys. So as you can see, the deal already doesn't work. Okay. And it was like I was saying earlier, when you look at how much money it costs for the investor to own the property, meaning how much they're going to have to shell out every single month, $1,437, versus how much money it's going to be bringing in every month, you notice this is only a $413, or I'm sorry, $413 difference.
Right.
So once you calculate the vacancy, the war chest basically is what this is. So the vacancy, the repairs and maintenance, the capex, and then profit. This property not paying anything to the seller on their equity. We haven't even put that in yet. Even if we gave the seller $100 a month, that, I mean, the investor who bought this would be making $426 a year in cash flow. The minimum cash flow needs to be $300 a month or $3,600 a year.
So we really could just stop on the first page.
Yeah, this deal isn't going to work. That's why once you get really good at kind of seeing this thing, if you want to start knowing immediately if the deal is going to work, you look at how much it's going to cost to own it versus how much. And if it's not a bigger gap, like this would probably have to be, what is it, 18? It would have to be, what if we did 2350? That works. Now we can even give the seller more money. Yeah, that would be about it. And again, it's not anybody's like fuck up or anything like that. It's just you guys can't control the mortgage payment and you guys can't control what that property will rent for in that market. You just got to move on to another deal. That's all. There's nothing like you guys can do about that. Does that make sense?
Yes. Okay, cool.
All right.
Shawn, my other question was, I want to, like I text you earlier, I want to get on the phone with these the realtors, and because I think before you said you probably want to call them first before you send out the offer.
It depends on your personality. Me, I'm a I don't want to I'm not trying to edify myself, but I don't give a damn. Like I don't care. Like I truly don't care. If you ever talk to anyone that's on my team that I've given advice to, it's always the same thing. You have to literally stop caring on if you close the deal or not. And I don't mean you're like lazy and like, oh, I'm not talking nihilistic. I mean, you cannot have commission breath. You can't sound like you're thirsty for this thing. Right. When I talk to a seller or realist when I talk to anyone, I already know if I don't close this one, I'll get the next one or the one after that or the one after that. I don't give a damn. And because of that, it comes through in my voice so that no one that I talk to ever feels like they're being sold, because I'm not selling them. This isn't one of those things where we're going to do a back and forth. It is what it is. Your property's been on market for 90 plus days. You're probably 2 weeks to a month from having your entire listing expired. I'm trying to get this thing moved to my investors. My investors need it to be these numbers. If we can do these numbers or something close to it, I think we can get this house sold. We can get everybody paid. Do you think your sellers would be open to that? If what is a realtor going to say? They're only going to say no or maybe. That's it. It's like I was telling people on the training last week on Friday. There are like 1.6 million properties listed in the United States. For anyone who is new to wholesaling, creative financing, talking to realtors, whatever, pick a market that you don't want to do business in. Pick a market and just start calling real estate agents. Because by the time you call 100 real estate agents, you are damn near going to sound like me, assuming you're following the cheat sheet and everything like that.
Hey, you know that, man. I find myself talking like you real.
There it is. And look at you building relationships with realtors. Now they're sending you deals.
Oh yeah.
Sending you deals.
Oh,
because
yeah.
when you don't have commission breath, the walls don't go up. Or if they do go up, they come down real quick. It's all about the way that you deliver information. Is it going to work 100% of the time? No, because you're going to come across people who don't want to do creative financing, don't want to work with wholesalers. So what? If you guys pick a market that you don't like, or you're like, I'm going to use this market to practice, call 100 real estate agents and go to the cheat sheet. Let me show you guys something. For those of you that haven't looked at it, this is probably one of the most valuable things that I've put resource-wise in the Discord. Let me switch my screen. Hold on a second. Window, Discord. There we go. If you guys go to this cheat sheet and memorize, I don't memorize, whatever. Just read through it. Read through all this stuff. This is literally damn near verbatim what I say to real estate agents and sellers when I'm talking to them.
There is some good stuff in there.
Thank you. If you guys memorize this, and then once you understand what I'm saying, then you change it to how you actually talk. And then you're going to sound like, by the time you go through 100 real estate agents, you're going to sound like a pro. When you sound like a pro, guess what? You're like, oh, I've burned 100 real estate agents. And it's not burning. You're not good at it yet. Once you're good at it, after 100 calls, after 1,000 calls, there's still 1.6 million properties listed. Go to a market that you want to work in. And when you call those real estate agents, guess what? You're going to sound like a pro. They're not going to know that you've burned 100 phone calls before trying to hone your skills. So I say that to say this: there should be no fear getting on the phone with a real estate agent. You should want to fuck up, because a real estate agent will be real quick to tell you that's stupid. I don't like this because of this. All this stuff. And all you're doing is learning. And every single call, you're getting better. That's literally why I'm good at this, because I don't give a damn. I'll call anyone. I don't care. If I sound stupid, great. I want to sound stupid. Correct me, so that when I talk to your competitor or your colleague, I don't say that stupid thing again. So it depends on your mentality, Mike. Honestly, if you have that type of mentality, yeah, I would recommend calling them first. If you don't, that's okay. Stick to the script and just email them, and do things through text messages and emails. Yeah, you can still translate the cheat sheet information, this thing here, into a text message or an email, and do it that way. A lot of people do. So it depends on your personality and your comfort level.
Gotcha.
Let's see. Mike, does that answer all your questions, or did you have another?
Yes, yeah, because that's what I was just mainly texting the 20, sending out the 20 offers, trying to get 20 offers a day. But
once you guys start doing this like once you're consistent, you'll notice that most real estate agents, they usually in different wording or different whatever, they all saying the same thing. They're all going to ask you the same thing. What's the term? Where'd you get the interest rate? How long is the balloon? And then they want to negotiate on the down payment and the monthly payment. That's it. The verbiage may be different, but that's all what it's going to boil down to. Sometimes they'll throw a curveball in there. Oh, they've got, they're in pre-foreclosure. Okay, then put it in the chat. I'll help you. Oh, they have. I got a weird one today. Someone has a UCC loan. Put it in the chat. I'll help you. But most of the time, they're only going to be asking the same 5 questions: term length, balloon, monthly payment, interest rate, down payment. That's it. Oh, and then proof of funds. That's it. Once you master how to answer those questions, you can navigate any conversation with a real estate agent. Once you know how to answer it, like what the words are, the only thing you have to work on is your delivery. That's it. And I know I'm making it sound easy. If you don't have that type of personality, I'm a fire sign. I'm the best fire sign. So I don't give a damn who I'm talking to. I don't care. My first mentor was a multi-billionaire with a B. And the first thing he said when I'm 19 years old, he's talking, giving his little grand speech in the middle of the office. Anybody have any questions? Yeah, your program that you gave me didn't work. Everyone's gasping. The manager's like, oh my God. And him being him, you know what he said? All right, Shawn, I'll tell you what. Why don't you bring all your stuff to my office? Let's take a look. He didn't cuss me out. He didn't yell at me. He didn't fire me. And even if he did, good, fuck him. I don't want to work with the guy who's not going to help me. You know what I mean? But he didn't do that. He respected the fact that I'm like, hey, yeah, I don't care how many zeros are in your bank account. You said this was going to work a certain way. It's not. We need to fix it. That's if you have that type of personality and you can come off like look, I don't care. That's why when people say, oh, what title company should we use? Let them pick it. Tell them if they're okay with the wholesaler, hey, as long as you pick a title company that's okay with a wholesale transaction, I don't care which one you use. Everything we do is on the up and up. Pick whatever one you want. If I say it like that, you think they're going to be like, oh, he's trying to sell me. No, they're going to think, oh, you know what? Yeah, I guess he doesn't care who. I'm gonna pick someone I use all the time that's super honest. Okay, good. So do I. That's awesome. Let's hurry up and get this part out of the way so we can keep doing business together. I like you. I like the way you do business. Let's keep working together. Put me through the ringer. I'd be happy to prove myself. I've done it 1,000 times before, and I'll do it 1,000 times after you. Let's go. No fear. Because what are they gonna say? Oh, I don't like how confident you are. Bye. But again, if you don't have that type of personality, which is totally fine, there's a lot of people closing deals that I've been helping for the last few months, and they'd never get on the phone with real estate agents. It's all through text and email. You can do it that way too. You just got to work to whatever your strengths are.
Hey, Shawn.
What's up, dude?
May I say something to confirm what you just said?
Sure.
You see that lady who sent me that deal?
Uh-huh.
About 3 weeks ago, she sent me a deal, and I put it on the deal snapper, and I sent her the numbers. And she called me back. Oh, what do we expect? My seller not gonna accept that. And I tell her, well, if she's not gonna accept that, she's not gonna have a deal because that's the number I'm running. That's the number I want. She can call me and tell me if she wants something else.
Exactly.
And listen, she just ghosted me for 3 weeks. And Friday she called me. Oh, Mr. Leslie, I have a deal for you. We want to take a look at it?
I bet you do. Because here's why. Here's the difference. Here's why I always tell you guys, I know I'm going off on a tangent, but don't worry. I'm going to be on here until you guys don't need help anymore. The reason why I say be honest. Be honest with these real estate agents. Be honest with these sellers when the property is off market is because they have 10 to 15 bullshit lying ass wholesalers calling them 15 times a day saying, oh, I'm the end buyer, sending fake proof of funds. The National Realtor Association, as of January 1st of this year, will come after you legally if you provide a fraudulent proof of funds. Stop doing it. Should I tell people I'm a wholesaler? Yes, because it always makes things easier. Yes, you're going to come across real estate agents and sellers who don't want to work with wholesalers. It is what it is. It's better than lying about it, because guess what? At closing, they're going to find out 100% that you wholesale the property. 100% they're going to find out. And if you're working with a realtor and you've been lying to them for 30 days, you think they're going to work with you again, even if you got the deal closed? No, because you've shown that you can't be trusted. Also, when you get a deal under contract or you're talking to a real estate agent and you've acknowledged or told them that you're a wholesaler, now you can blame everything on your buyers. Now it's you and the real estate agent partnered up against your buyers, or even for your buyers. Hey, guess what, Mr. and Mrs. Real Estate Agent? I told you 4 or 5 of my buyers will be interested. I got 3 of them that want to do walkthroughs. When can we set that up? As opposed to, you said that you're the end buyer. One of your buyers wants to go see it. Okay, well, that's my contractor. Okay, well, what about the other 2 buyers? One lie compounds another one. And believe it or not, most people are not good liars. You just think you are, and nobody's calling you on it. You're burning bridges, and you're doing the exact thing. They never forget.
Shawn, don't forget, on top of the contract, you have to make the contract assignable to be able to wholesale it.
Yeah. So what do you do when they say, why is the contract assignable, if you're posturing as the end buyer? That's what all these other wholesalers who didn't get the deal under contract, that's what they're doing. So be different. Now, there is a way to tell people that you're a wholesaler. There's a way to package it. You don't just come out, oh, no, I'm a wholesaler. Do you have to use mine? No, you don't have to use mine. But I tell you what, it's not a lot where they say it, where people tell me it doesn't work. This usually works. If the seller or the real estate agent is okay with working with a wholesaler, this will work. This is a way to tell them, I'm not the end buyer, but I'm going to get the deal done for you. Because I've spent years working with these investors local in this city. And I know, after running these numbers, I know what they want. And I'm telling you right now, if we can get something close to the terms I sent you, 4 or 5 of them will be interested in it. As soon as I've picked out which one's going to actually move forward, I'll submit proof of funds and EMD 48 hours later. But you got to give me some time so they can vet it out, because I'm not your end buyer. I would much rather you guys tell a real estate agent or even a seller, hey, I totally respect what you're asking for, good on you, but that's not going to work for my investors. And I don't know who you've been talking to lately, but I respect you enough to tell you the truth. I'm not going to waste your time and tell you that I can get this done. It's not going to be able to get done under these terms. But I will tell you this. This offer is good for 30 days. My investors are serious. So if you change your mind, let me know. Otherwise, do you have any other properties that you're having a hard time selling? Because I'd love to take a look at those as well. That's how you posture yourself as a professional. You're not a yes person. You're not a liar saying, oh, yeah, we're going to get it done no matter what. No, you're not. Not under those terms, you're not. You just lied. And the next time they have a deal, you think they're going to send it to you? Well, last time they told me they were going to get it done, and they just ghosted me. Or they didn't get it done. So, no, I'm not sending it to them anymore. That's how they think. All right, that's enough of a tangent. Who else has got a question?
Yeah, I like it.
Hey, Shawn. Yeah, I got one.
What's up, dude?
Yeah, I wanted to see. So this one, I got the numbers already for you. Okay. And so it's in Texas. So this agent wanted to use a Trek contract. So first thing, this is one through Deal Blaster. And so I have some feedback. I don't know if it's better or worse, but like most of the stuff, it automatically fills out, right? The purchase price, seller finance amount, and the monthly payment to seller, all that. The monthly payment to seller is kind of like on the high side. So it's like a lot of them don't work out, and I have to kind of go back and I'm rewording like, oh, something, I kind of have ChatGPT like just make up an excuse of why I have to bring that monthly payment lower. Yeah. This is one of those cases that I have to bring lower. Yeah, because I just ran the numbers, and the payment has to be at $500 in order to get a 15% cash on cash return. That cash flow is about $4,800. It had it at $900 initially when I sent the email to the agent.
Okay.
So that's just like one thing if you want to reach out to
I know that they're still trying to fix that. The problem is, so
Yeah.
right now we have it set up where Deal Blaster is geared to get you on the phone with a lot of real estate agents, right? Or
Yeah.
the ones that are interested.
Right.
However, because it's doing so many at once, it's not accurately running the formulas like it does
Right.
on Deal Sniper because it's doing 100 at once.
Yeah.
They're working on getting that fixed. I would just focus on like one that I would use that I've used in the past, and you guys know me. I don't like lying. Like one, I don't have the brain to lie. If you don't like the truth, then I don't want to talk to you anyway.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit for you. Because it's difficult trying to remember what you've told each individual person. I'm too lazy to be a liar. I don't remember all that shit. I remember one thing, the truth. Okay, cool. But one thing that you can do is like, look, we have our system kind of tell them the truth. We have our system. They don't need to know it's AI. They don't need to know the name of the system. We have our internal system generate these numbers. Unfortunately, when we did a deep dive on what the property would rent for in its current market, the rental came out a little bit lower. So I have to readjust. We can keep the purchase price. We can keep the down payment. I just need to do a little bit of an adjustment on the monthly payment. And then you can compensate because that is fucked up. Like it's almost like a bait and switch, which is why I keep telling them, you guys need to fix this.
Yeah.
But, trade them. Say, hey, look, because it's my system that made a mistake, I can do a little bit more on the purchase price. I can do a little bit more on the down payment. But if I can't get the cash on cash return to work for my investors, they're not going to buy it, and I don't want to waste your time.
Yeah. Okay. That'd be good. Yeah. And if going back, like you said, it is already calculating a little bit over. It's not doing as much as Deal Sniper does as far as the purchase price. It only does a tiny little bump.
Yeah.
But if you bring that down, then that could be more appealing so that I could have a higher, like when I go back and say I need a lower monthly payment, I can go even higher on purchase price because the initial email gets lower. Yeah. So that's good. All right. So I can do that.
I
So,
would,
yeah.
and again, I would just be honest. But yeah, let's run the numbers. What kind of deal is it? Seller finance?
Yeah, seller finance. There's no mortgage as far as I
Okay.
could tell. Purchase price it sent was 247, 198 and 97 cents.
Yeah, they need to fix that too.
One making it.
Cleaning up the numbers.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I'm just gonna do that. Well, wait a minute. Where this one's off. So let's go up $3,000. Let's go 250.
Okay.
All right. What's the seller finance amount? What was the down payment?
It was 17,303 and 93 cents.
Okay, we'll just do 17.5. Okay, and then that'll make this what 235.5?
I think so.
Nope, that's not right. It's a long day. Hold on. Actually,
250. 500. Yeah, that's 14,500 as a down payment.
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing 17.5. Hold on.
232. Okay, there we go. And what'll it rent for?
Rent is 1,700.
Okay.
Short-term rentals 3,000.
Nice. Okay. What are the taxes and insurance?
Taxes is 5,200.
Damn! What city is this in?
This is Texas, man.
Oh shit! All right, what's the insurance?
Yeah, this is San Antonio. It's 1,000, but there is an HOA of 312.
All right, that's not too bad.
Yeah, that's per year, right? An HOA.
That's per. If it's coming from Deal Sniper, that'll be per year.
Yeah.
All right, now what number did? Oh, why are we? Oh, what number did they give? You said it was 900.
Yeah, they gave 900. I was like, nope.
Shit.
Yeah. So 500 works.
500 does work, but I think we can go a little bit higher.
Yeah, I was gonna start at 500 because I think 525 was like the max, or 575 was like the max, but it's not that appealing.
Yeah, you might want to stick to 500.
Yeah.
But we are giving them extra $3,000, and essentially, what we could do now. I'm going worst case scenario. If you can avoid this, then do. 230.
Giving more?
Well, dude, I don't like when I tell someone one thing and then we need to change it, because if someone does that to me, I don't like you anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to compensate for it. And besides, I'd rather you have the numbers and not need it than need them and not have them. And this absolutely works still. You have
that's not bad.
Yeah, you got 13.5% entry fee percentage, and actually, again, who's on?
I know.
New people. No, I know, but it's the newer people I'm worried about.
Yeah, I remember what you said the last time. So
Okay, so for all of you that are new, especially new to the calculator, I don't want you guys to do what I'm about to do until you completely understand how this works. We calculate the estimated closing costs. This is going to be a range. It's going to depend on the title company, the escrow company, things like that. So essentially, if we took that out, that's your actual entry fee percentage.
yeah.
Because technically we shouldn't be counting closing costs. That's a courtesy that I do so you guys can kind of see how it works, but that's not something we have to do. So I do it because I want to simplify this for you guys. When you guys make your dispo material or you're talking to an investor, you can say, hey, look, man, all in, you're at about $35,200, including closing costs. Is it going to vary a little bit? Yeah, because it's going to depend on the title company and all that other shit. But if you really want to check a deal, an investor doesn't count this against you guys. So if you take it out, look at your cash on cash return now.
I see.
So you guys can keep that in mind. And then also, for those of you that are new, here's the hierarchy of when you're checking your numbers to see if this works. Entry fee percentage, then you check your cash on cash return, then you check your cash flow. Cash flow needs to be a minimum of $300 a month.
Yeah, I try to get it to 42 at least.
Nice.
Yeah.
So with that being said, what if we did 700? Nope. That works, but that's ugly.
Yeah.
Especially because there's an HOA. Investors don't even like HOAs like that. So I would try and keep it at 500 and then just bargain. Say, hey, because of the inconvenience, here's what we're going to do. Instead of that 17,000, I'm going to kick that up to 20, and I'm going to kick the purchase price up to 250. So it was just, clerical error. The property doesn't rent for as much as we thought it did. That's it. I mean, it is what it is at that point.
Yeah. All right. That's a good tactic. I'll definitely use that. And then, have you done? Because this is like the fourth realtor where I'm trying to underwrite and send them a deal that they're requesting a trek, because you're in Texas.
Oh, yeah. So only real estate agents have access to that. So you got one or two options. You can ask the real estate agent and say, hey, I am not a real estate agent, so I don't have that contract. So we can do one of two things, Mr. and Mrs. Realtor. I can send you my contract, and then you can write it up on the Trek contract and send it to me, and I'll sign it. Or you can just give me a copy of the Trek contract. I'll write it up and send it to you to sign. And 9 times out of 10, they'll just say, okay, send me your contract, and I'll write it up.
Okay. Oh, cool. I'll do that.
And then if you get in close with a real estate agent in in Texas, you can just ask them for, hey, can you send me a copy of the Trek contract? I want to look, I want to start using this for you guys. And they'll just give it to you.
Cool.
Especially
all right.
if you built that kind of relationship with them.
Yeah. All right. Beautiful. Yeah, I'll definitely use that. Thank you. And good note on the Trek. I wasn't sure about that, so I'm gonna keep asking. So
no worries. Yeah, that's same thing with the what's it called? The Florida one, the FAR bar contract. A lot of Florida real estate agents, they like, and here's the thing: when real estate agents ask for their state approved contract, they're not trying to be difficult. That's what they learned on. That's what they know, and their responsibility is to the real estate agent. I'm sorry, it's to the seller, their client. So they need to make sure that there's no bullshit in the contract that they are unaware of because they're not familiar with that contract. Now, granted, our contract is super simple, but if they're not comfortable with it, they're not trying to be difficult. They just want to use what they know. That's all.
Yeah,
So just
gotcha.
tell them, I'm not an agent. If you can give me a contract, I'll fill it out, or I can send you my contract filled out and you can transfer the terms over. Which one do you want to do?
Beautiful. I like it.
Awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
And then I don't know if you wanted to get with me tonight or just tomorrow morning.
to get a status update on what you talked about.
Yeah, let me get that from my guys just to confirm,
Yeah.
because that was what I heard on Saturday. So let me get confirmation with them, and then I'll hit you up tomorrow. Because I
Yeah.
believe that closing call is when the guy gets off work, which is like 5 o'clock, I think, Central. Yeah, it's at 5 o'clock Central time. So
Okay. Oh, what, today or tomorrow?
tomorrow,
Oh, okay. Cool.
closing calls tomorrow.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, beautiful. All right, I'll get with you in the morning and we'll touch base.
Sounds good.
All right, man.
Mercedes, give me 1 second. Leo, what's up, dude? I saw you called me. That's obviously you knew I was on a training. What can I do for you? You're muted if you're talking, bro. Oh, that's right. Man, I gotta send you a mic. For those of you guys that don't know, Leo is from my you're my second generation team graduate. and Leo is, first of all, Leo, I'm gonna put you on blast a little bit, but I'm gonna bring it back around. When I first started working and training Leo, Shawn, can you call this lead for me? I don't want to call him. Most timid guy, real timid guy, until I started training him. Leo is closed. How many deals have you closed since you graduated off the team, dude? He's doing novation deals right now. Aren't you getting ready to buy your own rental too? Like that's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah. So for those of you who are like, does Shawn shit work? Yes, it works. It always works. My shit always works sometimes. All right. Bro, you want to text me your question? Yeah, text me your question while I'm helping Mercedes. Mercedes, what can I do for you?
All right. So this is about earlier that the information that I sent you, and I was just trying to understand, the conversation between me and the agent and what he sent back. And it was like, he was good with the seller finance, but then, all the changes. Now, originally, just to walk through everything, I sent him what Deal Sniper originally sent out, which was the 241 on the purchase price, the seller finance at 224.70, and then the down payment at 16,930. Monthly payments was 800, and then the taxes was 2,081, and insurance was 924. So that was the original. Then he sent back to me in the midst of all of that a second email. He was just like, as I responded to your text about the offer, he went to changing the numbers and saying about the down payment being less than 17K or 7% down, and paying an interest rate about 1% that spanned it over 23 years. I guess he was repeating back what I sent back, but 1% wasn't even in there. And so he was asking, he said, they typically wanted 25% down to consider an offer like that. And then at a 5.5 interest rate for a balloon loan, he said that does not exceed 5 years. And he went into, let's see, but which can have scheduled up to 30 years. Amortized for 30 years. Let me see. And he considered a longer term either. Hold on. He was talking about these other interest rate, 8.5 at one point, and then he said, applying my client's terms to this home, in the first scenario, the monthly payments would be low as 1,030 in the second scenario, and then the monthly payments, he said monthly payments could go as low as 1,400. And of course, there would be no refinance penalties. So I tried to run the numbers using the monthly payment at the 130. And of course, when I went back over to the seller finance, it showed in, I don't know if it was a negative for the 130. So I played with the numbers. And then when I got it at 1,000, it showed at 3,000 and something. Was that the reason well, I guess he didn't like, he went with $1,000 a month based on that, but then he came with that other offer that I sent you. So I was just kind of like confused, not really confused, but really trying to understand like what just happened, what just took place, and the changing of these terms. And you were saying that it absolutely would not work.
Right.
And I just wanted to kind of see that.
Sure. Okay. So here's what I'll do. I'm going to put in, okay, I'll take care of the taxes or the insurance, Leo. I got you. I'm going to put in the numbers that Deal Sniper generated. Then we'll change.
Originally.
Yeah. Then we'll change
Okay.
it to what he's asking so you can see the difference.
Okay.
All right. Down payment was 17,000. What'll it rent for?
It showed rent was at $1,850.
Okay. Oh, it's a cash deal. Okay. Not you, Mercedes. Sorry. We're all doing a bunch of shit at once.
Oh, okay.
What are the taxes and the insurance?
The taxes was $2,081.
Okay.
And the insurance was $924.
All right. And then what did Deal Sniper we should give monthly? 800?
800, given 800, yep, every month.
Ooh, that's a nice deal.
Yeah, and that's
nice.
why I sent the email to him when I originally saw it like that. I was just like, okay, this would be good. And then he came back with those other numbers and stuff.
All right, so let me look at what he said. All right, so he wants 60. Okay. All right, so here's why I said it was no go. Like I didn't run the. I obviously answered you quick. So the reason why is because like two of the things he's asking for are just absolutely not. The first one is 25% down. The second one is earnest money due in 5 days. Because our SOP, we want to have a minimum of not a minimum. Typically, we want to go for 14 business days for our inspection period, and we want the earnest money to be due on or before the end of the inspection period because that's our time frame to find a buyer. And you want to make sure it's business days, regardless if it's 10 days, 7 days. Don't go any less than 7 days. But whatever your inspection period is, make sure it's business days, not calendar days. Because 2 weeks, business days, turns into about 3 weeks for you to find a buyer once you include weekends and things like that. You want to have as much time as you can. So he wants a 5.25% interest rate. So let's put in, oh, by the way, for those of you that don't know on the calculator, that's what this function is for. When and it's in the Deal Sniper Quickies link in the in-call messages, if you guys haven't seen that playlist yet. When a real estate agent or seller wants interest, this is where you put it. Once your deal is put in the way Deal Sniper says, and you know what it looks like, and let's take a little mental note of that again, 12.7% entry fee and 19% cash on cash return, $6,200 a year, right? So now let's put it in. So they want 5.25. So watch this monthly payment right here, $622 at 0%. Now it's $1,236.94. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to put in $1,236.94 because that's what they're asking for now. So already that's not going to work. But we haven't even changed the down payment. So they want $241,000 minus $60,000.
Shawn, real fast.
What's
when
up?
You put the interest rate into that box there, that's going to amortize the interest over the 30 years or that many months, 360 months.
Yeah, right here.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, because what I've been doing is what you I think in the cheat sheet is try to push it back on them and say we do 0% for the monthly payments because we add the interest on like upfront into the purchase price. That's what I've been telling them.
Yeah, no, that's 100% accurate. That's why we offer so much more on the purchase price because we're factoring, and it's factoring in. I believe the formula is a max of 3.5% interest rate. So it'll, depending on the rest of the numbers, it'll factor in one of those, and then it'll figure out what that dollar amount is, and then add it to the purchase price. So they're still getting it. They're just getting purchase price instead of monthly. Why are we doing that? Because we want to keep the monthly as low as possible so we can make the deal attractive to our investors because they'll have a higher cash on cash return. The reason why we do that is because investors for buy and hold, they don't give a shit what the ARV is. They're not going to sell it. They're not flipping it. They're going to keep it. So they're going to keep it for so long, it's going to appreciate anyway. That's why we can offer more on the purchase price.
Yeah. Yeah. I just got to educate them. Man.
Okay. So I need to change this back to 1,000. So that's where he got the $1,000. So we'll just put in the G. That's fine. Yeah. It's still, I mean, the cash flow works, but not the cash on cash return, especially after we changed it. So now we've got a $241,000 purchase price. They want 25% down, which is 60 grand. Plus, you still want to make an assignment fee on this. And let's say we keep it at $10,000. Well, now your entry fee percentage is super high. We don't ever go above 20 ever. I mean, that's including everything. Even if I took this out 27, that's just too high. Especially when it's only going to be bringing in 38.65 a year. Again, it's meeting the threshold, but that's
would
not,
would it matter if we took out changed the my fee, like our fee?
Even if you took it away, it's not going to be enough. If you made zero on this deal, if you made absolutely zero on this deal, you're still at 26.
Still, okay.
So here's what I would do. If I were, does he know you're wholesaling it?
Well, I didn't, we've been communicating through text messaging and email. So he hasn't asked me if I was a wholesaler or not, but my initial text message to him, actually, let me see if I can read it. It didn't imply that I was a wholesaler, but I said I was working with other investors, like the term that you used.
All right. So I would, and this goes for anybody, anytime a seller or a real estate agent gives you terms that absolutely don't work, I would take this middle box, screenshot just this. You don't need this part, and you definitely don't want to send that part. And just show them, say, hey, you know what? I appreciate it. I tried to make it work, but my investors' cash on cash return needs to be at least 12 to 15%. And as you can see, this just not good. It's not enough money left over for our investor to want to buy the property. And I respect you enough. I'm not going to waste your time and tell you, oh yeah, we can get this done. It's not going to work. So if your seller is willing to negotiate on the monthly payment and the down payment, maybe we can work something out. If we're too far apart, no harm, no foul. Just let your seller know that my offer is good for 30 days.
Okay. Are you able to? I didn't put in the numbers, and I haven't responded to him yet either. Are you able to send that screenshot to me, or if you give me a moment, I can go in and put the same numbers that you put in?
Well, you can screenshot your screen.
Oh yeah, I sure can. I can. Duh. Oh, let me get back to it and go back to that. Oh, screenshot that one. Okay.
Yeah, so you know what
both
numbers to put in.
sides. Okay, hold on. I had to learn how to do screenshot on a Mac, and I didn't know how to do it.
You do it on the Mac.
I use Clip.
So sticky people.
Oh, I use a snipping tool.
Yeah. There's a native tool for Mac because I just got one, and it's a native app in the app launcher. You got to search screenshot. And I was able to do because I was so annoyed. Before I did Command-Shift-4, and then I could do a screenshot, but it would save it as a file, which was annoying to try and copy it to where I needed to. If you open up screenshot and then go to options, you can tell it to just copy to the clipboard. So it doesn't save it as additional files everywhere. You can just paste it to wherever you need to right away. That's something that you use.
Okay, what is it again?
It's just called screenshot. So if you open up your app launcher and then search at the top screenshot, you should find it.
Okay. I'll
and then I just pinned it to the dock so I can immediately click it and open it
and go to it. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll look for it. Okay, I already took that screenshot of the seller finance. What was the other box that you showed me?
This one?
Yep, that 1 year. That's the one you want me to show him.
Yeah, this middle box right here.
Okay.
And just let them know, like, hey man, you know, it's just not enough for my investors. They won't touch it, and I'm not going to waste your time and your seller's time telling you that they're going to. Here's what it needs to be, and
Got it.
it's not that.
Got it.
Got it?
Okay, I got both of them. Thank you.
No problem. All right, Leo. So, okay, so Leo, I'm going to, I know you don't have a mic, but this is a cash deal. I mean, if it's cash, then, I mean, it definitely doesn't need any work, but if they're asking 660 and this thing's been on market for almost 80 days, even if I put in 0, I mean, the most you can offer them is 386 if you're going to do cash. Let's see. Let me know if you need anything more than that. But because it's on market, I mean, your hands are kind of tied. Now, if they wanted to do creative, you can give them, shit, it's a fourplex. You can give them 680 because it's in good shape. You can give them $50,000 down. I'd be okay with that. No, no, and no, no. None of that bullshit. And 50. And then this thing rents for, hold on. I know you sent it to me. Give me a second. 5,700. Okay. And then we've got the taxes. I can see what city it's in. Damn. And I'll kick this to 15. I mean, you got some wiggle room. What about 2? I mean, it's in good shape, but they are selling it. 25. I wouldn't go any higher than 25. What's 3? I wouldn't go to 3. I wouldn't go to 3. I would dig my heels in at about 2,500 a month, $50,000 down, $680,000 purchase price. But if it's hold on, there's an HOA. I mean, it's not gonna make that big of a difference, $2,200. Yeah, I think that's where you're gonna have to be. And then for a cash deal, you're gonna have to do 386, 390 would be your absolute highest.
So how much would they offer? How much would do assignment? I mean, his fee would be
10 grand.
Would you go up or would you just stay at 10?
I'm one of those ones where, how do I want to say
15
this?
is probably the max you would probably do.
The max I would probably do is 10. And
Okay.
and here's why. Here's why. Because again, at closing, most of the time, at least the real estate agent is going to see how much money you made. The seller may not, but the realist, and if you're not working with a title and escrow company that does double blind HUDs, everybody's going to see how much you make. So if they see or someone sees that you're making $20,000-$30,000, that's money that, you know what I mean, you're going to have an issue. Nobody's going to be happy, even though you did everything that you said you were going to do, and they were happy with the service, and they should understand that no one works for free. They're going to have an issue. And I'm a volume guy. Like, I would much rather close 3 deals a month at 10 grand than 1 deal at 30. And the reason being is because that 1 deal at 30, if it falls through, I got nothing. If I lose 1 deal, okay, I still got 20 grand coming in. So I don't have that, like, I don't need a lot. You know, I'm just not wired that way. Plus, most of the money I make, I just give it away anyway. So, you know what I mean? Like, I'll take 10. I'm okay with 10. Now, if you want to do more, yeah, you can do more. You just got to make sure. I mean, it all depends on what you can close. If you want to do 20 on this deal, then you got to sell them on a $376,000 purchase price. The other thing I wouldn't do is I wouldn't go too much less than 10 unless I really, really had to. Because if you're good at something, don't ever do it for free. So that's just my opinion. But I'm crazy, so. All right. Does anyone else, Leo, did that answer your question on the 2? I think you said okay. Let me look. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Who else has got a question? Anybody? Earl, you sent me a text message. You have a question? Let me look at what you sent me because I haven't looked at it yet. Oh, you're just trying to set an appointment. Tomorrow at 5. I have one at 5. We can do 5:30 if that works for you.
Hey, Shawn. Yes, sir. Sounds good. No questions. Just hopping in, taking in some info real quick. But sounds good. I'll get on your calendar.
Okay, wait a minute. Did you send me another message for 3 o'clock from a number I don't have?
Yeah, my phone broke, so I'm using Google Voice right now. Should be good maybe next week. But yeah, so that's on Google Voice.
So you want me to use the 216 number?
Yeah, that's fine. Or we can do a FaceTime audio. I have my iCloud on my laptop and whatnot, so you can FaceTime audio the number you have for me.
Okay, bet. All right, we'll make it happen.
All right, and you said 5:30 Central.
Yeah, it'll have to be 5:30 because I have a 5 o'clock.
Perfect. Okay, yeah, I'll get in your calendar now. Thanks, man.
No worries. All right. Anybody else have any questions? Going once. Going twice.
I
All
just
right.
got a statement.
Oh, what's up, dude?
So you have to be like a special student to get the exchange numbers and do Zooms and stuff like that, like you and Earl was talking about?
No, Earl's one of my clients.
Okay. So how do you become a client?
It's so what my clients do is they have leads coming in from whatever source. It doesn't matter.
Gotcha.
Usually it's VAs, and my team will close those deals for whoever's a client.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
But as far as like needing help, I'm in the Discord like 15, 16 hours a day. You can always either ask there, shoot me a DM, or we can jump on a one-on-one. Now, I will say this, the last week and today and tomorrow, I've had some stuff going on, so it's a little hectic. But right around 5 o'clock tomorrow, everything should be going back to normal for my schedule. So anyone needs a one-on-one or whatever, shoot me a message, and we'll get it scheduled for after 5:30 tomorrow, starting at that time. And then, the rest of the week, everything will go back. But I'm always, if you need help, I'm always in here, dude.
Gotcha. All right, thank you.
No problem. All right, guys, I guess we'll call it for tonight since no one has any other questions. This recording will be up tomorrow morning. If anyone needs to watch it, it'll be on my YouTube channel. By the way, I appreciate all of the likes and comments. That's not why I started the YouTube channel, but I'm not going to lie, it's kind of cool that's happening. So I appreciate that, guys. If you need it, what's up?
It'll be on Conversation Close?
Yeah, it'll be in the recorded trainings playlist. It'll be there tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Hey, don't forget me, Shawn. I'm still here.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So you guys can go ahead and hop out. You guys have a great night. And then I will be in the Discord probably for the next 2-ish hours if you guys need any help with anything else. Otherwise, have a great night. I'll talk to you later. See ya.
Thank you. Bye.